Yo, 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 yo. What up? It's your boy Noah Jones, and welcome to Today in HipHop. I am your host, the legendary Noah Jones, and this episode is sponsored by none other than NoahJonesNews.com, home of the hottest artists with the hottest verses. Make sure you drop by, pick up some music, pick up some merchandise. Yes, sir. Also, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. Feel free to donate to the podcast. We can level up the podcast and do better things. All right, check this out. We got some interesting stuff today to talk about, man. Interesting stuff indeed. Noah Jones, what are we going to talk about? All right, today we got some information on Gucci Mane. He got a huge child support bill. We got some news on Tekashi 6ix9ine. Possible release, maybe. I don't know. According to his girlfriend, we'll see what happens. And also, we got some infamous information about Nipsey Hussle. So we got some crazy developments in the whole Nipsey Hussle situation, and I want to bring you some of the information. Because it wouldn't be me if I didn't bring you the news. All right, so let's get this started. First, we're gonna talk about Gucci Mane. All right, as of 7/29/2019, it says Gucci Mane ended his child support battle with the mother of his 12-year-old son, Keithion, during a court appearance on Friday, July 26. A judge ordered Gucci to pay close to $10,000 a month in child support, along with a six-figure payment to cover his back child support. So not only did he have to pay, does he have to almost pay $10,000 a month, 10 racks a month? That's crazy. He had to cough over six figures because he was so behind in his shit. That's crazy. The settlement, which also includes new transportation for Keithion and his mother, Sheena Evans, was approved by the court. Evans sued Gucci Mane last year to increase the amount of child support from $2,000 a month to $20,000. She cited Gucci Mane's televised wedding to Keisha Kior, which cost about $1 million, as proof that the rapper's making more money than when he released from prison in 2011. First and foremost, let me start off by saying bitches ain't shit. There's no fucking child on this earth that accumulates $10,000 a month worth of bills to where you need to be paying somebody 10 racks a month in child support. That's fucking ridiculous. Also, they live in Atlanta. In Atlanta, the cost of living is very, very, very inexpensive. And for what, even for $2,000 a month, you can live really, really good out there because it doesn't cost that much to live. So for $10,000 a month, she could be living in quite a few mansions. You know what I mean? And this leads me, like I said, this lets me know, look, bitches ain't shit. There's no fucking reason a man should be paying $10,000 a month for child support. That makes no fucking sense. And a lot of times, the women that are suing these guys grew up in the ghetto as well. So what happens is, they know that when you live in the hood, 9 times out of 10, if you're making 35, 40 grand a year, you looked at as somebody who's making bank. Because people in the hood don't usually make that much money. So she's accustomed to doing more with less anyway. So for her to ask for $10,000 a month is ludicrous. It makes no fucking sense. And this is the reason why we have a lot of problems nowadays. You know what I mean? You have men that don't want to get married. Like, look at it like this. Like, what is the benefit for a man to get married? He works his entire life. He builds up a fortune. And then what happens? He gets into an argument with a woman who is like a light switch. One day she's an amazing person, and you flip the switch, and tomorrow she's mad at you for life. Now all of a sudden she's taking half of the money that you accumulated through all your hard work. And 9 times out of 10, these women didn't even put in half the effort. So it's just crazy where, somebody could be paying $10,000 a month for a child. And here's the thing: his son is 12 years old. You know what I mean? He's not a baby. His needs, he doesn't have the kind of needs that a newborn would have as far as daycare and all that other stuff. He's 12 years old. He can sit at home and watch himself. By law, he can sit at home and not be supervised. You know what I mean? So for him to have to pay 10 racks a month, that's just ridiculous. But he did it to himself also, because he had he had that televised wedding where it cost almost $1 million. So when you shed the spotlight on yourself like that, people are going to come after you, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's ex-lovers, whether it's women you dated on the side. You make that kind of money and you advertise it, people are going to come out of the woodworks in order to try to get the bread from you. You know what I mean? So that being said, he kind of brought that on himself. There's a reason why a lot of these billionaires and super wealthy people, you don't ever see them out in public like that. They buy the most modest cars just to get back and forth. They don't wear nothing flashy. They don't wear no jewelry. They don't wear any of that shit because they do not want all that information out there. They do not want to get robbed. They would rather move from point A to point B and get all their stuff taken care of and people not know how much they actually have. Because once you put that information out there, it's like sharks in blood. Everybody comes. So as of right now, he's stuck paying almost $10,000 a month for his child. Luckily, he only got to pay for another 6 years. But still, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of verses you got to drop. That's a lot of songs. That's a lot of shows. That's a lot of radio station appearances just to keep up with that kind of bill. Because that's exactly what it is. That's a bill. $10,000 a month bill. It's $1.2 million a year. It's crazy. All right, let's talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine's girlfriend, I guess her name is Jade. She posted a photo, and the caption on the photo said 6 more months, motherfucker. And then once she posted it, she actually deleted it and replaced the caption with a new one that said the jail calls are serious. Tekashi is reportedly scheduled to appear in court January 2020. And is facing a mandatory prison sentence of 47 years if convicted. That's a lot of years. That's football numbers. They throw him under the jail. But here's the thing, though. From what I heard, the documentation came out saying that if he was to snitch on everybody and cooperate with the law and cooperate with everybody involved, that he would basically get out scot-free. Now, in my life, I have never heard of somebody who can commit crimes, attempt a shooting, attempt a murder, attempt a whole bunch of things, and get off completely scot-free by telling on everybody. And what I started thinking was, I understand why they did that. They did that because that will encourage more people to do crimes, thinking that they'll have an opportunity to get off, like Tekashi 6ix9ine. So now what happens is all these people that didn't want to do crime because they were scared that they was going to get caught and do a whole bunch of years, now they have this beacon of hope in Tekashi 6ix9ine where they say, look, even if we get caught or even if I get caught, I might be able to get a Tekashi deal where if I tell on everybody, I possibly could get out and not do a whole lot of time. So this is going to put even more of us, more minorities, in prison, which might have been the plan from the beginning. You know what I mean? It's weird how things like this get put together. But, that's what his woman is saying. His woman is saying he might be out in 6 months. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I know it's a circus over there. It's a circus. All right, now let's end this show by talking about the infamous rapper Nipsey Hussle. One of the best artists, period. I was lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to record with him while he was alive. So shout out to Nipsey Hussle, shout out to his legacy, shout out to everybody that supports him. He was very underrated as an artist, as an MC. He was very underrated, and his bodies of work. He got some great bodies of work, some great songs, some hot verses. He was a star. You know what I mean? So I want to start this off by saying how amazing he was, because I don't want people to hate on what I'm about to tell y'all. Now, some news came to light that Nipsey Hussle does not own the Marathon clothing store nor the strip mall that he claimed he owned. So I feel some kind of way about this because everybody in the media was saying, "Oh, I had no idea that he was trying to do this for the culture and for his people and buy back the community and buy back the block and all that other stuff." And then you come to find out that his name isn't on any of the documentation. His name is not on any of the paperwork. So he didn't own any of that stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna quote Charlamagne the God by saying, a good story is better than the truth. And this goes to show that, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors and a lot of things going on behind the scenes, which we just don't know about. And that also lets you know that this whole situation with the land and the ownership of the property is a lot deeper than we thought it was. This whole assassination, this whole hit on Nipsey Hussle might have just been just to get that property. And he was the face of the property. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, like it's very intriguing. You watch the documentaries, you see how he went from hustling in front of the corner in the same plaza to actually owning the plaza. Like, that is an amazing success story. So I kind of feel let down that that he really didn't own that. You know what I mean? So my faith in the situation has been shaken, because I'm like, man, that's you buy into that type of stuff and you use it for motivation to keep your day going, saying, hey, if this person can do this, then anybody can do it. It's great motivation. And then you find out later on that you've been lied to. There's a guy by the name of David Gross that actually owns the strip mall. He owns the Marathon clothing store. And it's just crazy to me how now Black Sam and the rest of the people that were closely involved with Nipsey Hussle, they have to go through David Gross in order to figure out what's going to happen. They got to go through David Gross to find out if they're going to get the money from the orders. They got to go through, basically David Gross is holding that whole situation. He holds all the cards. He holds all the cards in that situation. So it just sucks that, there's so many people feeding into this situation and really, really, going hard for the fact of what he accomplished, and then, it shatters your whole shit when you find out that he didn't own that shit. So that's, I'm just, like I said, I'm torn. I don't really know how to feel about that, to be honest. You know what I mean? But let you know that there's more going on behind the scenes. There's always something else moving in the shadows. And things are always more complicated than we actually believe they are. It's never as simple as cut and dry. It's never black and white. There's always a gray area. There's always something going on. And this, to me, shouldn't affect his legacy, because either way it go, he still, was a wise man, and he still used this other guy to help achieve his goals. But it just leaves a little bitter taste in my mouth, when you find out that, that he really didn't own any of that stuff. So, but anyway, man, shout out to him. Rest in peace to him. Shout out to his family. I hope they work everything out, and I hope as more developments come, it's going to be even crazier once the trial starts, and once the whole situation with Eric Holder goes down and we find out exactly what was going on. Because once those transcripts and them documents come out, oh man, it's going to fill in so many pieces of this puzzle. So just wanted to let y'all know. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to talk about it. Spread the word. It is what it is. But I am your host, Noah Jones. This has been episode 4 of Today in Hip Hop, and I look forward to checking y'all out on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stop by NoahJonesNews.com and feel free to donate, man. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.